Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel, and today I thought I'd just continue working on these little floating book page pockets that we started in last week's Roxy's Weekly Challenge. It was week 26, and I just thought I'd like to get them finished. So I did say at the end of the video that I'd want to finish them because I'd only done one side of each of the pockets, apart from this one, which did get finished. So this one is complete on both sides, really love it. And I have put in a little postcard as the journal card. So I've done that, which is a freebie from Artie Mays, and I thought it went really well with the theme and with the colours. And packed it with some coffee dyed paper, and that is that one done. But the others all need a bit of work. I'm just going to pop that at the back there. So I'm just going to put them all aside for a moment and just go through each one at a time. So this one, she's lovely. I added this at the end of the last video. I still felt it needed a little something here, so I want to try and find a label to go on here. I think. I think I might want a word or something like that. Let's have a look. Have I got any words that might work in here? These are G. Kerr word labels. Actually, I've used so many of them, there aren't many left. I've got honesty. Is that a bit big? Oh, it blends into the background a bit too much. It's and it's just about the right size, but it blends in too much. What else have I got? This one, I don't know if it goes. Fly high. Actually, that would work quite well because she appears to be sitting on a swing, doesn't she? I don't know if you can see that. If I hold it up a little bit, she's sitting on a swing, so fly high might work quite well. And it just brings another colour in. Actually, I quite like that there. I think I'll go with that. And that finishes that one off, that side, and we'll have a look at the other side. Oh, I think I've got a door banging behind me. I might have to go and sort that out in a second. Got too many doors in this room. And if one's not banging, another one starts. So I've had to barricade the door into the room because I've got a window open and it does bang. And now the other door has started. I've usually got something against that door. It must have been moved. Bear with, I'll be right back. Right. I've barricaded all the doors now. Don't know which one was banging. It stopped banging when I got to it and I couldn't work out which one it was. So I've barricaded all the doors, so hopefully none of them will bang now. Right, so that was that. So now we need to work on this side. So I've got a few bits of ephemera pulled out. I've still got all the stuff left on my desk from doing the challenge video, because I actually only made that yesterday. I thought I'd just get ahead of myself and get this one done as well. I do like to film ahead if it's at all possible. I'm wondering about this. It's going to blend in too much, isn't it, that one? I like that, but its colour's not right. This one is from the Roxy Creations ephemera kit. I've got a variety of ephemera kits, so I can just try and pull something out that will go, or that will work. Because on this side, I think that's what she was doing, doing something a bit more neutral on this side. And now I'm going to have to tear it down to about there, I think. We lose a little bit off the side, but it's all right. So that can go on there. And then we need a label at the bottom. So I'm just going to pull out not that one. Where's my label? Which one is my labels in? I think it's this one, yes. So these are the Roxy Creations. I mean, these are the ones she used, but I love them, so I'm going to use them as well. I may use some other labels. I do have some of her other labels as well. I'm just wondering if these are a bit on the big side. Some of them I did use a really big one for my other one. These are more medium size. I don't know if they're big enough. Let's just have a quick look. Maybe, but not that one. There's this one. No, it blends in. Needs to be something that it's the wrong way round. Needs to have the orientation the right way, doesn't it? That's too small. Got this one. So just move this out the way. Or we go for something. I do still quite like this one actually, and the next size up of that one is ginormous. Way too big. So that might be the one. And that way I don't have to tear any more of this off. Okay, let's go with that. I will just ink around a little bit because I like that. I like to see the edge of the paper. Right, need to straighten that up a bit. There we are. Okay, I've got to be careful here because I think it's gone over that thumb hole. I don't want it to glue that shut, so I'm just going to pop that little bit of paper there. What I might do when this is dry is go back in and redo the thumb hole just there so it doesn't block it too much. And then we have this, and I don't think it's not on label paper, so I don't need to try and peel that off, which is good. Although it would make more sense to use my label paper a bit more often for these sort of things. Now, do I want it central? I might actually, because of the lovely swirly writing there, I might just offset it to slightly there. Go there a bit. And then I think I might need to put a little something here. But what? I might just... put this back in so I don't lose it. Yep, put that there. Little something here. Let's see, what have we got? What sort of things do we need? Just wondering about a little something. I've got this box of teeny tiny ephemera pieces from Shabby Dabby Doodah, from a variety of kits. So some small thing is just perfect for in here, isn't it? Just on this bit. But it's still trying to bang. What is trying to bang? Can't figure it out. I have to try and ignore it. So I just got to do a last little tiny bit of getting these last little bits of white off. Okay. Yep, I think just putting that little flower there just finishes that off. As there's some little flowers here. Keep that handy as well. There we go. And in this one, I have got a journal card ready. This is I took this from an old postcard that I had, and I did made a digital, scanned a few postcards, and I've got a digital, and this is the one I've chosen. I've just backed it, made it look a bit like it's got a postmark and a stamp on it. I added those. And I was just thinking she might have gone, she looks like the sort of girl who might have gone for a ride in a carriage on Rotten Road, doesn't she? So I'm just going to pop that in there, because it was not part of the challenge to do these journal cards to put in the pockets, but she just did some at the end. She didn't finish them off, she just sort of showed that she had some to go in each one, so I thought I'd do the same. So this is now a complete little floating pocket, and I really like that one. And pop that at the back there. Let's have a look at the next one. Don't know what I've done with them now. Where did I do them? So I buried them. Yep, I buried them in all the pile of bits and pieces. Right, so I have this one next. And again, I thought it needed something more. And I had a kind of a feeling I'd like to add a bit of fabric or lace or something, or both. And I've got this bit of fabric. I just wanted to bring in a bit of a pop of colour. So I've got this little scrap of lace and this bit of fabric, and I thought maybe those would work together. But I also fished this piece out. It's like from an embroidered handkerchief. And I did wonder if that would work. I may not need anything else with it, but I'm not sure. So I just need to cut around that. No, wrong scissors. Fabric scissors will probably work better for this. So I just wanted to just see how it looks if I were to cut around this little bit of embroidery. I just somehow felt, because she's got a basket, there's a little bit of flower in the picture. I don't know, I just thought this would go quite nicely, but whether it needs anything behind it, I'm not sure until I put it on there. So I wondered about just popping that on there. I really rather like that. I don't know, does it need a little something under it like that? Maybe, but maybe not that. I think I maybe need something a little flatter. I don't think this piece of fabric will go with it terribly well. I think a bit of lace might look better. Oh, I've got this bit of vintage. How would that look with it? No. Nope. No, can't tell which way it's meant to be. Must be that way. How does that look? I don't know. Beginning to wonder if it needs a bit of colour. Sometimes these little things are the bits that really test our ability to put things together. See if I can tear this little piece. Oh, yep. Surprise, surprise. Right, let's just see if this little piece adds anything. Or do I just go for the little tiny piece? Yeah, maybe the little tiny piece is enough. Maybe this can go behind it. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. Okay, go with that. I think I might be alright with the art glitter glue. Or maybe I need the Fabri-Tac for the underneath bits and just the art glitter glue for the embroidery, because it's so fine. I'm mostly putting it on the embroidered bits, but I'm hoping I won't need to put too much on the white, because it might show a bit. How about that? Yeah. And that's relatively flat still, which is nice. Okay, let's have a look at what we might put on the other side of this one. So this one was a bit wider than the others, so I need a bigger piece. What I'd like to try and use, if I can find it. Don't know if I have anything. This is the Shabba Dabba Doodah's Vintage Victorian kit. There were a few nice pieces in here that I thought I might be able to use, but I'm not sure if they're going to be wide enough. That one might be. That one may well be. I really like this piece, but maybe I can use it on the next one, because it's too narrow for this one. This one might work. Let's just pop this out the way for a moment. See if I can tear it. Let's have a look. See how that looks on there. Not bad. Let's see if there's anything else until I make my mind up. It's got this piece from the Rachel and Bella Crafts kit, but that's too big. I think all the others are going to be too small. Let me just have a look. I quite like this one. if this is going to be way too small. Oh, it's too blendy, isn't it? It just disappears, really. Nope, let's stick with the original choice. I often don't remember I have things in here. I made this such a long time ago, but I do have these other Rachel labels in here, and these are the smaller ones. So I really want something with a nice... What's on the other side? Maybe a bit of pink. Something like that. Or is that too small? About one of the bigger ones. Quite like that one. It's quite big, but I kind of like it. No. I really like that. What a smaller version of it? Have I got the smaller version of it? It's a good question. I'm not sure if I have. I've got quite a few, but whether I've got that one... I really like it, but and what else have I got here? There's another big one there. Nope, not quite the one I was looking for. Let's see. I've got a load of little ones up the top here. Let's see if I've got one that's similar or same. No, I bet that's probably the one I haven't got. I've probably used it. Oh no, hang on. Is that it? No, that's not it. It's a bit like it though. Got a whole bunch here. It's got the same colours in it. Okay, let's just pop those over there for a moment. Everything but, of course. I just want to check whether that size would be better. No, there's not quite enough the other colours in it. Got it. I think I'm going with this. I really like that one. Don't think it matters that it covers that up a little bit. Okay. Take this up. Oh, I've remembered what I forgot to do on the other one, so I'm going to have to go back and do that little touch. It needs to have a little something around the top, doesn't it? Okay. I'll have to go back and do that. Okay, I'm just going with this one now. I could have done with it being just a touch smaller, but not as small as the small ones. Maybe I'll bring it down. I might just trim that off. Trim it off at the bottom a little bit under here. And then it won't be quite as dominant. Yep. Let it dry, or shall I let it dry? Maybe I'll just do it. I might just trim off these bits, not with those scissors. like I need a bit more glue under here. Maybe I'll try a bit of this. Okay. Ooh. Not good at putting pins in tiny holes. My eyesight's just not quite good enough for that. Right, okay. And we need a little something to go over the top of here. I'm wondering, what can I use for that? Can I use a little bit of, little scrap of Florentine paper? Yeah, I found my Florentine papers. They had been caught up with another project. So I was really pleased to find them because I do love them. Maybe a bit of that. No, I don't really want it too jaggedy along that edge, do I? No, nope. Just want a little bit of a torn edge, but not too jaggedy. So I wonder about putting that there. I'm not sure it shows up enough. What else have I got? Oh, I've got this little bit. Yeah, I like that better, I think. Might use the other end. No. Nope, because there wasn't enough of the pink at the other end, was there? Okay, so pop that there, I think. How far down do I want it to go? Not too far. Yep, just that little bit around the top. Brings in the bit of pink from the front to the back, from the back to the front, or the other way around. So I do feel it touches of pink here and there, just to bring them all together. All right. So keep that for another time. So this one is now done, and I have a journal card ready to go for that one. Let's see. Yes, I've got this one. This is one of the Female Beauties from Artie Mays, and I've backed her with a bit of pink William Morris paper. It's a bit more pink, bringing it in, and I'm just going to pop that in there because I needed a bigger image to fit in this larger pocket, but that goes in there nicely. So that's that one done. I don't know which is the front one, which is the back really. Okay. These keep disappearing under my pile. Right, this is the next one. And I think we said at the end of the last video that I needed to add a little label or something or other here. So let's have a look, see what we can find. I don't think I want those. Let's have a look at these labels. It just needs to be a small label of some sort. Could do the division of entomology as they're butterflies. But I think it definitely needs something down here. What do I want? Don't know what I want. Let's have a little look through. No, I don't want one of. Don't think I want a number, or do I? Do I want a number? Nope. Colour's not right. Need something that will stand out a little bit. No. No, I think I want something longer. I'll find it. It's here somewhere. Bit too big. That piece. That could be a good piece. We'll go with that for the moment. I need something else up here. I think that will be okay on there. I think this could be on label paper. I'm getting quite low on these field notes labels by Tracy Fox. I might have to print some more off. There we go. I knew it had to come away eventually. Alright, and now, quite like that there, but I feel like it needs a little pop of colour behind it. So, I'm going to reach for my Florentine paper again. I really like this. I wonder if a bit of this would work behind there. It's a bit big, but about that. I certainly like that bit of paper. I think it's gorgeous. A little bit too big. Maybe do I need the label as well? I don't know. I'm going to put this on anyway because I like it. It's definitely the sort of little touch that Rachel always likes to add, and I sometimes do, depending on what the colours are in the page and whether it just feels like it needs something like this. Maybe that's enough. Does it need that? Actually, I quite like that as well. So, oh, is this another label one? This one came away a bit more quickly. There we go. Yep, okay. I like that. Now we've got to work on this side. No, is this going to go? No. Oh, I did have that other piece, didn't I? So I wanted to try. Where is it? Is it too long? It's about the right width. I rather like that. Let's just trim it a bit. I may not be able to use the whole thing. Nope. And I think I need to trim it down the side. Well, I'm just going to try, see if I can keep this bit, some of this here. Oh, that's not very straight, is it? I think I might have to just trim across the top of that because I'm not torn it well at all. Oops. Okay, let's see. I can go on there. Now let's find a little label to pop down the bottom. Trying to think of which one did I use? This one. So I have got these labels still here. That might work, something like that, but not that colour. Or I've got some of these. Now I'll have to use the smallish one. No. It's finding the right size and the right colour. So this one goes quite nicely with the ink. I might have to cover up the Admit one rather than have bits of it poking out. Could do that. That might look quite nice. What else do we have lurking behind here? I think I need something with a bit of decent colour. Oh, I quite like that because we've still got the pink or the red, the similar colour here, but it just has a bit more of a pop. I like that better. There we go. Put that back in there. Okay, so I'm just going to ink around this, even though it is quite brown. Sure, it's straight. Yep. There we are. Looks nice like that. Okay, so that's that one, and we just need a little something around the top here. Something fairly small. I don't know if this is going to... One of these labels, would that work? I need one that's got the colour at the bottom. It's going to look on the other side. So that would be... Actually, that would look quite nice. Alright, let's go with that. Decision made on. Maybe I just need to find one that's just got a little bit more colour in it, perhaps. How would that look on this side? Or this one? Maybe with a bit of green on this side. How would it look on that side? Yep, liking that one. Okay, we'll go with that. Let's hope it works out. Let's see. I was going to put the green on the other side, wasn't I? So kind of just put it down a touch so you can still read what it says. Oh, it's covering up quite a bit of the... Oh, that's just a bit too low, I think. And if I can bring this down a little bit more. Okay. Alright, I think that works fine. It's quite a similar colour in this butterfly, bit of green, greeny colour. Yep, okay. Happy with that. And we have a journal card for this pocket, which is this one, which I thought was quite nice with the butterflies, and the colours work really well. These, both this one, this picture, and the butterflies, they both come from a Roxy Creations kit, and I'm sorry I can't remember which one, but she has quite a lot of these kind of images as part of some of her kits, so I think that really looks nice there, and that looks okay on the other side. So yep, happy with that one. Last one, and that was this one with the Italian ladies. And I did, since the last video, just added this little pink bow at the bottom here. I just felt it looked a bit bare on this corner, and because this little girl is wearing pink and she has a bow on her dress, I've added a little bow at the bottom. So now we just need to finish off this side. Let's see what we can find to go on here. Let's move the Florentine papers out of the way, and the labels, so I can just get at my little pile of papers here. Got a whole collection of different kits. What have I got? Anything that's the right sort of size. That's going to be too wide. Don't think I've got anything in that lot. This is a paper outpost kit. I'm wondering about this piece actually. What's on the other side? It doesn't really go, does it? That colour doesn't go. What's got? What door is it that's doing all that? Right, hopefully sorted that out now. Yes, although that would have been good in size, I don't think the colour's going to be quite right on this, and that's too wide. Let's see if we can find anything that will fit on this last one. Nope. I've still got this Roxy Creations piece, which is a bit wide, and I don't really like that colour with it. She did actually, on some of hers, she did cut down larger pieces to fit on there. So maybe we'll try this piece because the colour is better. It's got a bit more of a contrast. So let's go with this and just see if we can make it work, because it's got some quite interesting detail on it. It's long enough, this piece. But then if I put a nice big label underneath, that'll be okay, won't it? For some reason my tearing bulged at this point, just when it didn't need to. And I quite like that with the various, with a bit of interest stamps on it and things. Let's see if we can find a nice label to go on there. So we have, okay, these labels. I'll go for the big ones again. Let's just check what's on the other side. Yes, okay. So there's this, which actually would go for, whoops. Okay, let's just sort these little pile out. That's just falling everywhere. Right, get a bit of order. Right, so there's that one, and that would look quite nice on there with the pink flower. Not sure I'll find a better one than that, to be honest, because that fits perfectly as well. Oh, let's just do it. Let's just go with this, make a quick decision. It goes, it fits. Make sure it clears the thumb notch. I did go a bit mad with my thumb notches and made them a bit on the large side, but it doesn't matter because it does mean that the journal cards that have gone in the pockets show up quite nicely, and you don't need to put a tab on them. That's that one. Okay, we've got a little something we need to put around the top. Now I had a little piece of Florentine paper that I might be able to use. It might look better on here. Yeah, I like that there. I think it will look okay. Yes, it will. Okay. Right, so I think that looks nice on there. I just popped around here because there's hints of blue. There's quite a lot of blue in the background of these, so I think the blue works quite well. I did want to go mad, everything pink. I think the blue looks good on there. So yeah, that's lovely. Right, so that one is done, and I have a little journal card for this one. And I picked this one. We looked at this earlier for to put on the back of one of the pockets, and then decided because it has birthday on it, it didn't really work. But I thought it did work as a journal card for this one because she looks like she could be having a birthday party, or could be her birthday, this little girl. She's all dressed up in her finery. And I just thought perhaps this little journal card went quite nicely with that. And so if I pop that in there, I think it really works well. So that is going to go in this one. So then this one is done. I think we had a little bit to finish off on one of the others. Let's have a look. So this one is just, one of them needed a little bit of a topper around the top here. Let's go and have another look at this. See what we need to do on here. Yeah, it just needs a little finishing touch around the top, doesn't it? Just got a little bit of torn paper here. I just need to glue that down, I think. Right, so what can we put on here? We don't really want any more blue. I think that could be a bit too much. Let's perhaps try another one of these labels. One of these lovely Rachel labels might be quite good. So it needs a little bit of colour up here, doesn't it? I'm wondering about this one. But then it's a bit, I don't know, maybe it would look okay on the back here. Let's have a look. That look okay? I'm going to do about a half and half on this. That might be good because there's plenty of colour on this one already, so maybe that will be okay. Are there any others? Do we want to bring in a little bit of yellow on here? That would be quite pretty, wouldn't it? And then on this side it'll be like that. Now a little touch. Yeah, I like that one better actually. So I'm going to do that one, I think. I'm liking the little gentle touch of yellow on there. Not too much, but there is a little bit of yellow in the label at the bottom. So we'll start on this side. I think it's probably upside down, but I don't think it matters too much. Right, we're going to do half and half on this. Oh, it's tricky, isn't it? Because we want to go kind of in the middle, but the other side it looks offset, too far off centre, so I might just pull it over a little bit, like that. Does that look better? Yes. I think that looks better, just a little bit further over and it's more central on this side. Not completely, but a bit closer, so it looks a bit better. Yeah, okay. It'd look better if it was completely central, but I don't think it's a problem, and then it would look too off-centre on this side, so it's getting that balance, isn't it? Yeah, I'm liking that little touch of yellow at the top there. So yeah, that one's finished now. So that's it. We've managed to get them all done. They've all got their own journal cards as well. And I really, really like them. I think I might just do something with some of these, with these corners. I don't know if they'll go in my corner rounder. Probably should have done that earlier, but I didn't think of it earlier. I'm just thinking these bits that are sticking out, they look a little vulnerable. Might take the journal card out and just see. So there we are, got them all done, rounded all the corners, just so that they would be less, those corners seemed a bit vulnerable, poking out like that. So it just makes them look a little bit stronger, or seem a little bit stronger. I hope they are. So there's our 5 pockets. I love them. I'm really, really pleased how they've turned out. Oh, I've got to do this corner one as well. I'll do that after. So, thank you very much for joining me for this follow-up video, and please do join me again soon. Bye for now.